unicorns, welcome to our channel and to this video. It is great to have you here. Today I will be talking about Dark Dawn by Kristoff. Dark Dawn is the third part in the Nevernight trilogy, so if you don't know what this is about, then you haven't read the first one and you should go do that. And then when you read the third one, you come back here and you listen to me and you write comments down below about what you thought and have a conversation with me, because this is the best trilogy I have ever read and I don't have anyone to talk about it with because I can't get anyone to read it and I don't know why. This is so amazing. Let's just get into it. I've written little notes in my notebook because otherwise I will talk about this forever and nobody wants to listen to me for an hour and a half. So we're just gonna go by the notes. Firstly, I would like to talk about how Kristoff writes amazing female characters, and he has done it in other books as well that I've read, and he's just great. I love Mia Covere. She is fierce and she's flawed and she's just so badass without being perfect, and she's a human being, sort of, and it's just great to read about her, and I feel so inspired when I read this book. So, and it's just not just Mia Covere, it's the other female characters as well, and he does such a good job in portraying them, and I'm so impressed. So I read Nevernight last summer, and then I found out that the last part of the trilogy was gonna come out now fall 2019. So I decided to wait with God's Grave. I decided to wait with God's Grave and read that this summer, so I didn't have to wait that long for the last part. And in Nevernight, Trick dies, and I was very upset, very sad and a bit angry, but I was like, okay, they haven't shown me the body, so I'm not gonna trust it. So I waited a year and then I read God's Grave, and somewhere halfway through God's Grave I came to terms with the fact that Trick is dead. Trick fell off the cliff. He is not coming back. He's dead. And then one of the last things that happen in God's Grave is that he comes back. And then Mia meets him in Dark Dawn. And I was like, well, shit. Wait, how is he gonna fit into this now? What? Ah! And suddenly we have a love triangle with Mia Covere, a dead boy, and his murderer. And part of me wanted her to go back to Trick, because I like Trick better than I like Ashlyn. But somewhere like in the middle of the book, Mia makes a decision that she's gonna stay with Ashlyn because she has two halves of herself. The dark one that just wants to see the world burn, and then the part where there's hope and there's joy, and Ashlyn pulls that part out of her, and that's the part that she nourishes with Ashlyn. And she decides that yes, I want to do the hope and joy instead of the darkness and burning everything to the ground. So she decides that yes, I love Ashlyn and I'm gonna stay with her. That motivation was so good that I couldn't argue with it. I was like, yeah, okay, what she needs in her life is Ashlyn, so stay with Ashlyn. Yes. And then Trick and Ashlyn, they make up. It's beautiful, it is great. I almost cried a little. It was a moment and it was great and it was beautiful. And then Ashlyn starts coughing blood. And there is no antidote. And then Ashlyn dies in Mia's arms. This is not the right way to get out of a love triangle and solve that. You kind of already solved that. You can't kill her now. Like that, you can't take another love from her. Like, this is not fair. No, 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 no. I have. But yeah, Ashley is dead. Mia has to push forward because there are other people in her life, like her brother Jonan. So let's talk about Jonan for a little while. Mia's little brother, Jonan, is actually alive and is Lucius now and is the son of the leader of the country. And Skeva has raised him, and Mia kind of kills Skeva, takes Jonan from his arms and runs off into the night, which Jonan does not appreciate. Like, can we blame him? To him, it's just a stranger that comes takes him out of his father's arms and has just killed his father. Of course he doesn't like Mia, like, no one would. He doesn't know he has a sister. But Mia is like, yeah, well, you're my brother, deal with it, I'm gonna take care of you. And they fight a bit, and slowly this bond grows. Mia loves him from the start because she remembers her brother, but Jonan, he is just like, nah, not really okay with this. But slowly he starts to kind of accept and feel this bond that they have, and he starts to like her too, love her too. Mia gets a bit of her familia back, and that was beautiful, and I liked it. And then it turns out that Skeva isn't dead, and Skeva comes along, and Jonan, he evolves and develops, and he gets to know these parts of himself and of other people that has just been put in the dark before. And then he sees his friends get murdered by his father, and I think that is really well done, that because you kind of go with, oh yeah, but Mia is so strong and she's fierce and she's the hero of all this and she's the good guy, and she's an assassin, so how good is she really? But you know, in this context, she's the good guy, and you kind of, Jonan starts to like her, so you kind of expect, or I did, that he's just gonna go along with everything she does, and they are on the same side now. But instead, he is his father's son. Like, this is his familia. This is what he has grown up with, and so he goes with his father. He feels that it's wrong, and he feels sad, but this is what his life is like, and he's just a little boy. He's not gonna like upend the world just because the last few months he has gotten to know anything else. Like, he's going what he has learned and knows in his world. There is a footnote, like, kind of explaining why Jonan does what he does, and let's just talk about the footnotes for a little while. Like, I love them. I have had people ask me, like, when I tell them about the book, like, but the footnotes, like, really? And I mean, if you don't like the footnotes, don't read the footnotes. You can just skip them. There's no one forcing you to read the footnotes. I enjoyed the footnotes. Then some of them not as interesting, and then you can just stop reading them halfway through. I mean, you do as you please. I thought it was really cool with the fake endings and how, like, even if they didn't happen, like, how they were written, they were so cool, and I really enjoyed reading that. And then it was fake, and then she did it really well anyways. So, last thing. So, the end fight. I was like, wait, what? Because the further I came, I was like, okay, well, now Mia is coming at any minute. She's coming at any minute, and she didn't come, and she didn't come, and she didn't come. And they just went further and further, and people started dying. I was like, wait, what? They're having the big fight, and Mia isn't there? I mean, what is happening? Are you all just gonna get killed and then there will be no one left when Mia comes back? Wait, what? Then she comes. And then there is the badass fight. And it's awesome once again. But it felt so weird. Like, they began the awesome fight and she wasn't there. Like, she wasn't the most important part for a while. But then the fight came and it was very intense and it was a lot of feeling. I think this is so well done. All three books are like, yeah, they're so great and they take paths that I don't see coming, and they are inspiring me. And yes, this is what it's supposed to be like when you read books, like this feeling and you just want more. So there are so many other things I could say about this book, and there are so many things to talk about. These were just the most important things to me that I wanted to talk about. And like, if there's anything else you want to discuss about these books, please comment down below and I would be happy to talk to you about them. So that was it for this time. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you want more videos from us, please subscribe. And until next time, bye!